What's up, YouTube? Dr. Kemp here, Hammond Doc of Vintage B3 Organ Incorporated, located here in Warrensburg, Missouri. Today I'm going to talk about potentiometers and explain what a potentiometer is and how it is used in the Leslie amplifier. First of all, a potentiometer is a variable resistor that controls voltage. In a Leslie amplifier, like the Leslie 122 and the Leslie 147 amplifiers, the potentiometer is used to control the volume. Let me show you here. Here's the Leslie amplifier that I have on my shelf to be worked on. See, I got my little tag on here explaining to me that I need to check the output transformer on this amplifier. This is the Leslie 147 amplifier. And so this is the volume. This is the volume mechanism. It goes from 1 past 10 here. This is how you change your volume. Well, what this actually is, it's a potentiometer. And I'm going to show you one here. Let me put this back on my shelf to be worked on. See if I can do it without bumping the camera. Good. I have here in my drawer that I've already have 122. I have 122 potentiometers here, and I have a 147 drawer. And here's a 147 out of the 147 drawer, a 147 potentiometer. I'm going to slide this back just a little bit so that you can get me as well as what I'm doing. And now, the potentiometers for both the 122 and the 147, they look alike. They look identical. They are identical. They're alpha potentiometers, made by the same company here, and they look identical. But they are not identical, because the potentiometer for the 122 Leslie is actually a 100 k ohms resistor. It says it there, 100 k. The potentiometer for the Leslie 147 is a 50 k ohm resistor. So they're not interchangeable. You can't just take one and put it in either Leslie. You have to put the appropriate potentiometer in the requisite Leslie amplifier. The 100 k ohm potentiometer goes into 122. The 50 k ohm potentiometer, or also known as pot, or volume control switch, if you will, goes into or it should be installed in the 147 Leslie amplifier. Now, we can check these potentiometers to see if they are up to standards, because our expectation is that we will see 100 k ohm registering on the Fluke multimeter. Give or take 10%, say 10% tolerance. So there you're talking about, so on 100 k ohm, we would expect anywhere between 110 to 90, or 90 to 110 would be the range. Alright, so let's turn it on. And it's set. I'm using the clips. And make sure getting all of this on camera. Let me pan back a little bit. I'm going to clip. Now with the 122, we use the first and the second pin here. And as you can see, it's registering at 101. Okay, so this is a good one. This is one. This is good. I want to check one thing here. Looking at the one. Okay. All right, I see that. All right, very good. With the 147. With the 147, we're looking at 50 k ohms. And well, I got one on the desk. I want to pull another one out here, just in case, because I've looked at this before. But here's the 50 k ohm. Let's take one, and we're going to check. We're going to test it. This is a new one. Now with the 147, all three of these are used. All right, let's put that back so I don't get them mixed up. Each of these poles are used in the 147. So we need all three of them to test good. And that would be, the range then would be from 45 to 55 would be good. So what we got here. There you go. See, look what I just did. What I just did. See, if I turn it, look at it, look at that. It's changing. I can cut it down. Or I can turn it all the way up. When I turn it all the way up, it's up to 49. There you go. So that's 50. That's good. Now, that's another one. So that's at 50. See? Now, that one's at 50. And changing the volume on it didn't do anything. Let's see what happens when we do this. There you go. When that second one is employed, it changes that volume. It changes it. So this is a good one. Let's look at, let me go back to the 122. Let's do the same thing with that. We didn't do that test. Let's connect it. Okay, we got 100. And turn it down. There you go, see? There's the numbers. And then crank it up. It'll go on up there. Okay? Goes to 100. And then try this one. It's up. Going the other way. There it is, high. So it's good. Alright. There it is. So changing the control here. Potentiometer, you saw it changing levels. So that volume switch is working. Now here's one. Here's a potentiometer that I pulled from a 122 Leslie speaker. It looks bad. Let's check it though. This particular Leslie speaker was humming. So we're gonna check this pod. This pot here. See what we get. Alright, the number is low. So we're going to change it. Okay, it went up to an 86. 86. The minimum was 90. 90 to 110. So this is a bad potentiometer. And those are the only two poles that we use in the 122. I'm going to use this third one here. I'll connect it. You see it's 86, and I'm changing it so it doesn't affect anything. So that one needed to be removed. Here are some more new ones in the bag. Let's check these. These are for 122s. These are brand new. The number is 24 here at low end. Let's crank it up. There you go. This is a good one. It's 99. And in there. Okay. Okay, starts out at 61. Crank it on up to 101. So it goes down 3. When I turn that volume, what I'm doing is turning the volume. See? Turn the volume knob, and it goes up to 101. That's good. Let's check this one. These are, like I said, these are brand new. That's how you do it. You don't want a bad one that's brand new. There it is, 97.9, and down to 5. I'm going to crank it up and turn it up. 97. Okay, so this is a good one. Alright, so these are new potentiometers that I'll be able to use in future projects. This one is bad. Take them, removed from a Leslie 122 amplifier. That ends this segment on evaluating a Leslie potentiometer. I'm going to come back in subsequent videos with a 122 Leslie here on the desk, and we're going to deal with potentiometer in that 122 Leslie amplifier, replace the potentiometer, and I'll show you how I go about doing that, and then we'll evaluate the amplifier with a live test once I replace that potentiometer. And actually, I'm looking forward to that. Well, until then, this is Dr. Kemp here, Hammond Doc, saying to you, peace out.